just sluggish. We were slow to things. We didn't win enough 50-50s. They were picking up all the bouncing balls. So I just felt we weren't at it enough. Couldn't get any rhythm in our play. You know, it was just sluggish, and I don't know why. We've obviously been used to playing a lot of games, so maybe falling a little bit out of rhythm of games, but the first half wasn't great. Miami were good, to be fair to them, I'll give them credit. They were organised, they were good in the ball. They were a little bit better than us. So yeah, it was just, I was thinking about changing it tactically, but I just felt like we need to just step up, be more aggressive, get tighter to people, win a few more tackles, play forward more, get a few more forward runs from our fullbacks. And we did that in the second half, so Eunice getting forward, it really kind of changed the game and pushed us into their half a little bit.
There were passages of play tonight that were the best I've seen this season, not only in the attacking half too, but sometimes getting out of trouble in the back. And every time I kind of looked over to you and saw you applauding those. What is so pleasing about those? Like, what do you love most when you're watching that?
We need to be okay and brave getting the ball in any situation. The only time teams turn the ball over is when there's a miscommunication between two players and they're both kind of waiting for the other one to make a pass or receive or do something. But if both players that are involved in the pass are ready and want the ball, then you don't give it away. So it's just about, we have the ball, I want all players looking for it, being ready to receive it, no matter where on the field. So when we do that out of tight spaces, it shows that they've got the bravery, the cojones, to do it. And when we do it, we don't give it away. It's when we're caught in between, do I play, do I show, what do I do? That's when we turn the ball over. So when we're on the same page and we're convicted in it, we don't turn the ball over. Build out from the back, the goal, like there was a conviction in those passes and the people involved to want the ball, and good things happen. So yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to seeing the goal back because the guy told me it was goal of the season, so I can't wait to see it.
I think it was probably 7-8 passes in a row. How do you implement that in training? Is that exactly where that comes from?
Yeah, it's about developing a mindset of wanting the ball and taking a touch, controlling it and being brave on it. It's not really a tactical thing or a technical thing or a training thing. It's like developing a mindset of 11 guys in the field that want the ball in any situation, and when they do, we're good enough to play. It's when they get caught in between not wanting it, that's when confusion happens, chaos happens, and we lose the ball. So yeah, it's a mindset that we've slowly been getting better throughout the season, and now we're getting to the level where it's pretty good. You're seeing the results.
It feels like a night where it's kind of like winning breeds winning. Like maybe if that game happened in May or April or March, it doesn't go that way. Is that? I just like can you just speak on that momentum?
Process. It's all about the process. When you bring good players together, they don't suddenly go out there the next day and look great. There's an understanding, there's a buy-in, there's a tactical understanding, a technical understanding, a mental understanding that takes time to build that trust, to build those relationships. It's about process. It's about kind of banging on the drum every single day of what we want to do with the ball, how we want to work defensively on transition, beating that same drum every single day, whether we win, lose or draw, has led to this point where we're 6 unbeaten, we're keeping clean sheets, we're creating chances. It's just been the process of and being consistent with it from day one, and now we're starting to see the rewards.
Is Seba starting to look like the guy from 2021 in Tampa?
Absolutely, and once again, he's a classic example, right? Built the process we've gone through with Sebastian, understanding his game, him finding ways to be effective. He's playing really well without the ball as well. He's fantastic. The guys love him. His work rate, his quality on the balls are phenomenal. And he's getting rewards with goals now. We actually said the other day, I'm glad Aiden's taking our penalties because he scores them, but the fact is if Sebastian was on pens, he'd be top goal scorer in the league. So when people look at the stats of goal scorers, we got one right now that's right up there. We got 2 that are right up there, and that feels good to have that.
Yeah. 6 unbeaten, you're into the top 4. Are these the kind of moments and the form you envisioned and hoped for when you came here initially?
Yeah, absolutely. But I was aware it wasn't going to happen overnight. Some people haven't been as patient and they want it straight away, but I don't work like that. I'm a coach that once I get success, it's sustainable. The identity takes time to build. You have to have an identity with and without the ball. You can't just roll the ball out there and say, go guys, go play. We have to build an identity, and in that we're going to fail. We're going to make mistakes. We're going to lose games. But we keep sticking to it. We're consistent with it. And we start to see the rewards of good performances, results, clean sheets, all those things come together.
I know you can't really as a coach, but I think us off the field and fans can start looking at that table and saying, okay, 11 points clear of outside the playoffs. We can start planning for end of October. For a team that hasn't been back to the playoffs since 2020, how do you sort of temper those thoughts and feelings, or is that even your job?
I think it was 2019, Ian.
2019.
So yeah, but I mean, I think that the table speaks for itself. We are building a bit of a gap. There's a cushion there, which is great. It's my job and the players' job to kind of ignore that now. I think we've looked at the table the last few weeks. Now I think we need to ignore it again and just focus on what's right in front of our face. What's the next game? What's the next training session? Because we can still be better. We're still building something. It's not about winning on day one or getting the playoffs and winning. It's like we want to be better now. We want to be better for the playoffs. We want to be better in 2024. We want to be better in 2025. So it's just, I don't see it as let's make the playoffs and we're done. I see it as this is just part of the process of growing and getting better as a club, building trust as a club, growing trust with the fan base, so they can see some rewards. They're enjoying it. They want us to win, right? So we're giving them some of that. The players on the field building trust in how we play. So it's not for me about we're in the playoffs. It's about we're just trying to get better every single time we step on the field, whether it's training or games. And yeah, making the playoffs is a step in the right direction, but there's still so much more to come.
Your team talk tonight was about sacrificing for the guy next to you, and how far can you go for the guy next to you instead of the individual. Have you been seeing that more and more during this streak?
Yeah, I think winning helps with that. Winning makes people just a little bit more enthusiastic to work. I still want to see more of it. I still think we can build more of that. There's times in the game where things aren't going well, we start to kind of slow down. Now, when things aren't going well, we need to raise the tempo. We need to kind of stay enthusiastic through those moments and not let the other team gain any momentum. So there's still things we need to work on that I wasn't, in the first half tonight. We're not always going to dominate. We're not always going to be the team that's in the ascendancy with the ball. There'll be passages of play where they have it, or tactically we've got it wrong, or I've got it wrong. We need to stay in it mentally. We can't lower our level of intensity in those moments. We need to stay positive, stay aggressive, and make sure we get through that together and come out to the side, and then we regroup for the second half and good things happen. So I think we'll still keep growing that. I still see, I don't say weaknesses, but gaps in that where we can still keep getting better collectively. But it's okay. I mean, there's no complaints. We won a game 1-0. Thought the guys were phenomenal. Thought Cam and Aiden in there again were fantastic. Really driving us forward with and without the ball. Bat four was superb. Sebastian got a goal. It was good all round.